Corey's got 5 rows made for the spring market garden. We're a little less than halfway done, but this requires an enormous amount of mulch, especially when we have to get it a pickup truck at a time. Thanks to Jake and Tamara and Olivia for helping us with this weekend. And then the fire pit out here, they also helped us with. We ran out of cardboard, but we are spiraling toward the center with double layered cardboard, and I will have a 5-foot diameter cinder block fire pit right in the middle. We'll put these big watermelon sized rocks all the way around and then backfill it with gravel. It's gonna be pretty cool. We're becoming a little more accustomed to the electric fencing, though I still hate it, and I still cannot wait until the day when I don't have to do it anymore. But as it is currently a necessity, until we have some kind of alternative, I basically build 2 separate fences on 2 separate rolls. So I've got one fence that goes around the outside in a U shape, and one fence that only does one straight line down the middle of that U. Then I use my separate lead lines, the wires with the alligator clips, to bridge the 2. One follow, one lead, and then one extra set down at the end for moving. And that pulls the current from one fence to the other. So it's one continuous charge, even though it's 2 separate fence reels. And what that allows me to do is once they get to the end of this, and they move over and they start back up this side, I'll be able to take this reel, which is ready to go down here, and pull it up. They'll still be contained by the outer one, but I can pull this up and basically move it and start a new section over here before kind of picking this one up behind them. It doesn't make much sense when I explain it, but it will. And the lead lines are forming, everywhere they go, 2 walls of whatever paddock they're in. We also have a 3rd and a 4th reel, so I don't really have to be like super careful. But having an abundance of wire and reels and posts. These white ones were my favorite because of all the integral clips, but the clips break off, especially when it's really cold out like it has been. They just snap off. It's a huge pain in the ass. The pigtail posts, which are these, oh, you can't see it from here. Maybe you can. Metal with a red rubber pigtail on the top and then 3 plastic yellow insulators. Those are much more durable, but those yellow plastic insulators do not stay put. They slide all over the place. Plus, if the wire touches that metal pole in any way, it grounds out. So I don't know what the solution is. People have told me that the fiberglass poles are the best ones, but we don't have any of those. I suppose I'll need to acquire some. We had another load of gravel delivered today. If you'd asked me several years ago, I never would have imagined that I would be so excited about a dump truck load of gravel. But like the Romans, I have discovered a passion for building roads and paving hitherto unpaved places. I have a triangulobout and a road that leads all the way around to my chicken house, which is now no longer a chicken house. It is storage. And I'm currently scraping out another pile to eventually have a gravel lot inside this now open portion. It's just very exciting. Exciting times. Great core workout. I told a friend of mine in the ag space, she's an ag educator, and I told her that I had planted 25 elderberries along this back fence, really just between this spot and this spot. I mean, right in through here. And she said, you're really gonna have to get in there and trim that out before it becomes an impenetrable wall. I was like, no, that's exactly what I want. An impenetrable wall. all we've got left to finish this fire pit is to cover this cardboard in enough gravel to hold it down, like this stuff. Finish our circle of watermelon-sized rocks around the outside, which will be retention for the thicker pad of gravel we'll put in here. Finish 3 courses of bricks and put rebar down in every single hole, and then put pavers, little rectangular pavers around the top. That's it. And we'll burn some fire. It's not bad, right? Pretty nice fire pit. I forgot the part about backfilling the cavities in the bricks with gravel once we have the rebar in there. The rebar on its own is not going to do much. But once we get all the rebar in, we'll backfill these cavities with gravel and then top them, keep the water out. That will add thermal mass, help dissipate the heat, and also help turn that rebar into sort of a binder to keep these dry stacked bricks in line. Fantastic. Convoluted ass system I was trying to come up with last time. 2 poles side by side, stick it through the handle. Works great. Whatever, it's done. This electric fence shit sucks. Hi, beautiful.